Hello, everybody. Welcome to Midday Yoga. We're going to start like we normally do with our half sun salutations and then go into some sun salutations and lunge backs. We'll go through our step backs and then we'll do some poses on our back and on our bellies to round out our practice. So start standing at the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, palms spinning forward. Take a moment to lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back and down. Just stand nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Shoulders up towards your ears, roll them back and down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Go ahead and set an intention, purpose, or dedication for your practice this afternoon. And then take your next breath to seal that on your heart. Welcome, everyone. Standing at the top of your mat, let's start with our half sun salutations. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. On your inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift up to a flat back, tap your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Ground down through your feet, rise up to standing, press palms above your head, place hands out heart center, full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your shoulders up, hip height, flat back. Exhale, fold. Ground down through feet, reach up, press palms, maybe peek up. Bring hands to heart center, Tadasana or mountain pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's take one more half sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, shoulders lift to hip height, flat back. Exhale, fold. Ground down through your feet, all the way up to your fingertips, press palms. Place hands at heart center. Full inhale, full exhale. Adding lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach. And then exhale to settle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Drop your knees and lower yourself all the way down. Come into a little cobra. Just opening heart and chest forward, lifting elbows. Squeezing shoulder blades down. Inhale, lift your heart and chest. Exhale, release to the floor. You can press back up through your knees and then tuck your toes. Come back to your dog. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, place it through. On your inhale, reach arms back. Exhale, sweep forward and up. High crescent lunge. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release hands down. Peek at the front of your mat. Step forward and fold. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Ground down through feet. Reach out, reach up. Press palms. Bring hands to heart center. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Full breath in. Full breath out, keep your core engaged. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down, step back, down dog, full round of breath. Taking another modified vinyasa, come forward to your high plank. Drop your knees and lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Let's come into a Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. Press through your palms, press through the tops of your feet, and send your heart and chest forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Hands come under shoulders. Press back up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes and find your down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Lift your left leg high. Squeeze it through to your lunge. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Engage your core by knitting your ribs in. So don't let these floating ribs pop out. You want to pull them in by keeping that core engagement. Lift up, release hands down, gaze at the front of your mat, step forward and fold. Lift to a flat back. Fold forward, ground down through feet, reach out, reach up, press palms. Place hands at heart center. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Flat back, tap your shins. Step your right foot back. Plant your right knee down this time and lift yourself up. So hands tap your front knee. Now make sure your hips are nice and engaged. So tilt your right hip just slightly up and lengthen through your tailbone. So it's just a little tilt. Now take your right arm up towards the ceiling. Bend into your left knee just slightly. So we're not coming all the way in. We're not making this passive. We're keeping that right hip engaged and just taking a light tilt forward. Option to add a little back bend. Reach back. Release both hands down. Frame your front foot. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee, step back to your down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Shift forward to your high plank. One more modified vinyasa, release your knees. Lower all the way down. Let's take a full locust, arms by your sides, lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Ground down through your hips, lift up. Release everything down. You can push right up to the down dog, or you can always come through tabletop. Full inhale, full exhale. Lift your right leg high. Place it through into your lunge. Drop your left knee down. Lift hands up. Tap your front knee. Now engage your left hip this time. Just a light tilt forward so your tailbone tilts slightly down and your spine is long. Reach your left arm up. Thumb towards the back of the room. Keep your strong core, just slightly tilt forward. Maybe add a little back bend. Release hands down. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee, peek forward, step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward. This time, bend your knees and reach arms back. We're coming into a chair pose. Lift up into your chair. Keep that core engaged, squeeze it in, and then settle your hips down. Thumbs back towards the back of the room, ears between biceps, settle. Inhale, straighten and reach. Coming right in, forward and down, fold. Lift to your flat back. Step your left foot back. Plant your left knee down. Lift your hands up. Tap your front knee. Find that little tuck in your hip again, just slightly. Take your right arm up. Maybe add a little more of a back bend this time. Maybe even peek up at your thumb. Reach back. Release hands down. Frame your front foot. Tuck toes. Step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Your choice. You can take a full vinyasa coming into a chaturanga. You can always take any of the options we took in our first two. You can modify. You can hang out in the down dog. Lift your left leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Lift hands up. Tap your front knee. Just a light tuck of your tailbone. Right hip is engaged. to your right arm up towards the ceiling. Add that little back bend, but keep that engagement in your hip. Reach back, release both hands down, gaze to the front of your mat, lift your back knee, step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees a lot, reach arms back. Keeping hips low, just reach your arms up. Chair or fierce pose. Strong core, steady legs. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Lift your flat back. Your choice here, you can step, walk, or jump yourself back into your high plank. Then again, your choice, you can come back to the down dog, you can lower to your chaturanga. Lift your hips, meet us in the dog, and take 3 nice deep breaths. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, send your heels towards your mat. Exhale, press your upper body through your arms. Take 1 more breath. Look at your hands. If you're gonna jump, I want you to get your hips nice and low and step, walk, or jump yourself forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, just a light bend in your knees. Ground down, reach out, reach up, press. Bring hands to heart center. Full inhale, full exhale. Let's take 1 more with the optional jump. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step, walk, or jump yourself back. Your choice. Lower down, chaturanga. Take what works for you and meet us in the dog for 3 deep breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. Full breath in, find a strong down dog. Full breath out. Take 1 more nice full round of breath. Your choice, step, walk, or jump yourself forward and fold. Find your flat back, shoulders lift hip height. Fold forward, just a light bend in your knees, ground down through feet, straighten legs, reach up. Hands to heart center, take a full inhale and a full exhale. Let's work in some step backs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your right foot back. Reach your arms back to airplane. Sweep forward and up to your high crescent lunge. So you've been here before. Find that strong core, find your steady legs. Plant your back foot and find your warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back towards the back of the room. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Plant your right hand, bring it a little bit more center, right underneath your right shoulder. We're gonna add almost like a little supported side plank here. So walk your left foot to about mid-mat and then ground down through your left big toe. You can place your hand on your hip. Roll onto the pinky toe edge of your back foot and lift your hips up. Now, if you'd like, you can take your right arm up, your left arm up, excuse me. Right hand is on the floor, left arm up. Lift your hips, or turn your hands to your left hip, walk your left foot forward, hands frame your front foot, step back, down dog, full inhale, full exhale. Lift your right leg high, curl your knee to your nose, round your spine, send your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Just using our core, take it over to your left elbow. Take it back to your right elbow, send it high. Place it through to your lunge. Peek forward, step forward and fold. Find your flat back, tap your shins. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Coming back to our chair or fierce, sweep forward and up and settle through legs. Now straighten both legs and reach up. Bring hands to heart center or arms by your side. We're taking a tree pose, but we're gonna add a little hip work before we take our tree. So again, your choice, hands at heart or arms by your side. Lift your right knee up to 90. Take your right knee out to the right. Now, as you do that, lift your right knee up. Don't let your upper body hinge forward or hinge to the left. You want to stay upright, nice and tall, and keep lifting your right knee up. Work your hip flexors, lift your right knee, and then go ahead and place it to your thigh, calf, or ankle for your tree pose. Arm variation of your choice. Hands at heart center. You can interlace and flip up, or maybe just reach both arms up. Try to stay nice and tall in your tree. Just lift a little bit more. Ground down, lift your heart and chest up. And then bring your right knee back to 90. We're coming right into our dancer's pose. Take your left arm up. Reach your right arm back as your right foot goes back to catch your foot. Your right hand goes back to catch your foot. Grow tall for a moment, and then go ahead and kick back into your hand. You can reach forward. You can hinge forward. And always keep your top arm lifted. Try to find the opposition in this pose, both the heart opener, heart and chest forward, and the back bend by kicking back. Take one more breath in your dancers. Nice and slow, bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a back stroke or windmill of your arms, opening up your shoulders. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot and find your warrior two. Front knees pressing out towards your pinky toe. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Reach for the back of the room. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted. You can center your left hand a little bit more. We're going to come back to that supported side plank. So walk your right foot mid-mat, roll onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot, and now lift your hips up. Keep grounding down through that right big toe. Lift your hips. You can bring your hand back to your hip as you walk your right foot forward, coming back to the lunge. Hands frame your front foot. Step back, down dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Your choice. You can move through Vinyasa. You can take any of the variations we took earlier. You can always stay in your dog. From your dog, lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose and round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow. Now this is all core and oblique work. Take it to your right elbow. Take it back to your left elbow. Take your left leg high. Place it through. Gaze at the front of your mat. Step forward and fold. Find your flat back. Fold forward. Bend your knees. Reach arms back. Sweep arms forward and up. Fierce or chair. Straighten your legs and reach up. Bring your hands to heart center or arms by your sides. Coming back to our tree and adding a little bit of hip engagement. Lift your left knee to 90. Take your knee out to the left. Now lift your knee up. Keep lifting it as high as it can go and keep your upper body nice and tall. Lift your left knee up. Bring your left foot to your thigh, calf, or ankle. Your choice on where your hands go. Ground down through your standing leg. Lift through your heart and chest. Grow nice and tall. You're a strong tree. Slowly make your way back to center. Knee to 90. Hands at your heart. Coming into your dancers, take your right arm up. Take your left hand back as your left foot goes back and catch your foot behind you. You can take that moment to grow tall, and then when you're ready, kick back. Option to hinge forward. Option to reach forward. Finding your dancer's pose, whatever that means for you today. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be impressive. As long as you're finding the heart opening and the back bend, it's your pose. Slowly bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Backstroke or windmill your arms. Land back in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Lift your flat back, long spine. Send your right foot back. Plant your right foot down this time. Just lift yourself up to a warrior one. Then turn your hips so that they're towards the right corner of your mat. So not completely squared forward. You want them squared to that corner of your mat. Arms are up. Now, bring your hands down to your hips and start to drop yourself down. We're coming into our bent knee triangle. Take your forearm to your thigh, right above your knee, and then lift your back hip up. Place your right hand on your heart and chest and square your shoulders and chest to the right side of the room. And then lift your right arm up. You can peek up at your thumb. You can peek down at your big toe. Maybe pay a little bit of attention of what your feet are doing. If your weight is centered in the middle of your foot. Take one more breath. Lift back up to your warrior two. Now bring your hands back to your hips and straighten your front leg. We're gonna do the same thing but taking a straight leg triangle. So if you do have a yoga block at home or something similar, a box of some sort, just place it to the outside, that pinky toe edge of your left foot. Hands to your hips, drop yourself down. Place your left hand to your block. Now lift your back hip just as high as it will go. It doesn't have to be squared. It doesn't have to be reaching up towards the ceiling. Just stop when it stops, when it feels right for you. Hand to heart and chest, square it to the right. Reach your right arm up. Ground down through your legs. Lift through your top arm. See if you can send equal weight to your feet, not too much to the outside edge or the inside edge. Lift up. And lift yourself back up to standing. Bend into your front knee. Find your warrior two. Cartwheel down to your twisted lunge. Right hand planted. Left arm can reach up. It can stay on your knee. You can take it back. Release your left hand down. Step back, high plank. Stay in your high plank. And then it's your choice. You can move through your vinyasa from here. You can go right to the down dog and walk it out. You can take any variation in between. From our dog, lift your right leg up. Curl your knee to your nose, round your spine. Send your right leg high. Hover your right knee to your right elbow. Take it over to your left elbow. This time send it through for a fallen triangle. Lift your hips, reach forward. Roll onto that back foot, and then you're on the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Lift hips up, place your left hand down, right leg goes high. Send it through to your lunge. Peek forward, step forward, in fold. Lift your flat back, long spine. Fold forward, just a light bend in your knees this time. We're gonna ground down and lift all the way up. Reach out, press palms, hands to heart center. Full inhale, full exhale. We're taking a standing twist with a dynamic warrior 3. I'm pretty sure we did this last week, but if not, reach arms up. Bring your right knee to 90. Take your left arm forward and your right arm back. You can catch your right knee with your left hand. You can reach for your right big toe or the inside of your foot and take the kick out. Whichever option you take, let your gaze travel back to the back of the room. Just peek at your back thumb. Keep standing tall. Slowly come forward, knee to 90, arms reach up. Moving through our dynamic warrior 3 or T pose. On your inhale, reach. Exhale, nice and slow, just hinging from your hips. Take your right leg back, reach your arms back. Inhale, lift up, knee to 90. Exhale, reach back. So you can move hands through heart center. You can just keep your arms by your sides, reach them up and then take them back. Maybe try both, see what works for you. Let's take one more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach arms back. Pause in your warrior 3. Flex your back foot. Roll your shoulder blades down. Now nice and slow, hinge back up, knee to 90, arms reach up. Release arms by your sides first. Release your right foot down. Take a breath. Shake out your feet, shake out your ankles. It's a really good balance for your ankles. That one's tough though, I know it is. So take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Lift your flat back. Send your left foot back. Plant your left foot down. Lift yourself up like you're in that warrior 1. And just square your hips to the left corner of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips, keep your core engaged, and hinge forward. Bring your forearm to your knee, then lift your back hip. Hand to heart and chest. Square your shoulders, your chest to the left. Reach your left arm up, coming right out from your shoulder. Find length through both sides. Ground down. Lift yourself back up to your warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips. Again, if you'd like to use the block, find your block and place it to the outside edge of your foot. Hands back to your hips. Drop your hips down towards your mat. Place your right hand on the block. You can also tap it to your shin if you don't have a block, but if you do that, I don't want you to press too much weight into your shin. No broken legs today. Lift your back hip. Just as high as it'll go, don't force anything. Hand to heart and chest, square them. Lift your left arm up. Try to find length through your spine. So from the crown of your head to your tailbone, nice and long. And ground down through your feet. Again, you can peek up. You can peek down at your toe. Take one more full round of breath in your straight leg triangle. Lift yourself back up to standing. Bend into your front knee and just tap the warrior 2. And then cartwheel down to your twisted lunge. Left hand planted, your choice what your right arm does. Release your right hand to the mat. Step back, high plank. Your choice. Move through. Take a variation. Find your down dog. Full breath in. full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow. Keep that core engagement and take it to your right elbow. Then send it through for your fallen triangle. Lift your hips. Take your top arm forward. Release your right hand down. Left leg high. Release it through. Peek at the front of your mat. Find your long spine. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, just a light bend in your knees. Reach arms out, reach arms up. You can add a little back bend at the top if you'd like. And bring your hands to heart center. Take a full round of breath. Standing twist and dynamic warrior 3. Reach arms up. Take your left knee to 90. Take your right arm forward and left arm back. You know your options. You can catch your knee. You can reach for your big toe or your foot. Stand tall and peek back. Now nice and slow, bring yourself back to center. Arms reach up, really reach high for the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, take your left leg back, warrior 3 or T pose. Inhale, reach up, knee to 90. Exhale, take it back, warrior 3. Inhale, reach up. Again, you can go through heart center. Exhale, reach back. You can just keep arms by your sides and float them. Let's take one more. Lift it up. Take it back and pause. Try to straighten through your left leg. Left heel pressing back. Find that lift in your heart and chest. If you fall out, that's okay. Lift yourself back up. Knee to 90. Reach nice and tall. Release your arms by your sides. Release your left leg down. Take that nice big breath. Shake out your feet. Shake out your ankles. And reach both arms up. We're coming back to our chair pose. We're going to add a little toe stand. So reach arms up. Bend your knees. Send your hips back. Now lift your heels up. So you're balancing chair. And then your choice how much you want to lower. We're going to lower all the way down. So you can come all the way down to the toe stand. You can hover and stay in your chair. Lift your heels. Take one more breath. And then just release yourself down. Bum on the floor. Take your feet forward. Roll yourself back. We're going to find a bridge or wheel pose. Hands by your sides. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Press your hands and feet down. And then lift your hips up. If you'd like it to take a wheel, you can bring your hands by your ears and press up from there. You can also take a supported bridge. Again, if you have that block, you can take it underneath your low back. If you don't have the block, lift your hips. Find that slight tilt of your hips again, like we did in our lunge. So just slightly tilt them towards your belly button, lengthen through your tailbone. Then get your glutes involved. Really squeeze your glutes. Lift up. If you'd like, you can add some calf engagement and lift your heels up. Lift up a little higher. Everyone release all the way down. Let's find a wide bound angle. Soles of your feet together, knees fall out. Place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Just take a few breaths here. Bring your knees back together. Lift your knees up to 90. Just catch right underneath your knees and take a couple rock and rolls just to bring yourself up to seated. Instead of taking pigeon today, we're going to take a 90-90 sit. So bring your right foot in front of you. It's going to be about parallel to the front of your mat.
And then take your left knee back. So your left knee is coming right out from your hip. So just try to drop your hips down and sit up. So you can place your hands on your hips. You can bring hands to heart center. You can just leave them by your side. Try to press your right knee down towards your mat. And then try to get your left foot to come out right behind your knee. So heel and your knee are in line, and then your knee and your hip are in line. Upper body centered. Press down. And then just nice and slow, come out of that by bringing your feet forward, hands behind you. Just take a little windshield wiper side to side with your knees. Come back to the center and we'll take the other side. Left foot in front. So your left leg is about parallel to the front of your mat. Again, the knee and heel in line. And then your right leg, knee and hip are in line. Heel is behind your knee. Try to press your left knee down. Try to stay upright. Again, your choice what you do with your hands. You can always use one hand to gently press your knee down. I just don't want you to force it down. And sometimes it's more beneficial to just use the inner thigh to press it down. You're really getting more work out of it. When you use your hand, it's just, you're not really using muscle. Press your left knee down. Take one more breath. And then go ahead and come out of that. Swing both legs forward. Take that nice windshield wiper side to side. And then take your right foot to the top of your left knee. I'm just going to add a little hip stretch here. And then walk your hands forward closer to your hips. And then you could walk your heel back towards your glutes or your glutes up towards your foot. I'm going to come into a double pigeon or a double lotus. So if you'd like, you can stay right here. If this is enough for you and you're feeling in your hip, just stay here. If you'd like, you can walk your left foot over and stack your right knee on top of your left foot. And then your right foot is on top of your left knee. If you want even more of a stretch here, you can walk your upper body forward. You should be feeling this in your outer hips. I always feel it in my glutes, but I have really tight glutes. So that might just be me. If you feel it too, that's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome that you have tight glutes, but it's awesome that you're feeling it in the pose. Just take one more breath. Walk yourself out if you came forward. Lift back up and then release both feet to the floor. Find that nice windshield wiper again, side to side. And let's take the other side. Left foot stays down. Your right ankle stacks on top, your left ankle, stacks on top of your right knee. And then you can walk your hands in. You can walk your heel closer to your glutes or your glutes closer to your heel. Again, if this is enough, you can stay here. If this was enough for you with your foot out, you can stay right there and just play with how much upright you are. I just want you to press into your hands. I don't want any sinking of the shoulders here. You want to be nice and tall. And then your choice, if you want to walk it out, stack your knees and your feet. Option to hinge forward. Take one more breath. Walk yourself back up. Take your hands behind you. Unravel your legs. Take one more nice little windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center and roll yourself down on your mat. If you'd like, you can take a double knee to chest. Give yourself a squeeze, maybe find little circles with your low back or sway side to side.
You can take a happy baby. When you're ready, come into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Take your legs long, arms by your sides. Let your feet fall out and palms face up. Lift your shoulder blades off your mat and pull them down, so shoulders away from ears. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Close your eyes and enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute so you don't get any of my background noise, but I will come back with 3 rings of the bell. So please enjoy your final resting pose. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back into your body. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural, and roll onto that side using your arm for support. Rolling or falling into fetal position, our position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set at the beginning of your practice. You have the option to set a new one right here to take you through the rest of your Thursday, maybe even into your Friday or your weekend. Press yourself back up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. You can keep your eyes closed and tuck your chin or glance down at your fingertips as you tuck your chin. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let the breath go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste.